from not identify with the non-identification itself. That is the end of the ending itself. Don't need to attain enlightenment or nirvana anymore. It's not about before or after. It isn't about even the present itself. The present doesn't hold on to the present itself. So everything is from mind to mind itself. Don't have to be free or bound from anything anymore. No more liberation from anything. No need for that. It isn't about not identified with anything or identify with anything. Use the reminder that self dissolved and remind yourself constantly. It isn't about identifying or not identifying with anything. No need to try to be free or bound from anything. It is mind, even to mind itself. There is no need to be liberated from anything. That is the end to the ending itself. So everything is from mind to mind itself. Do it that way. That is how you end the ending itself. Everything is from mind to mind itself. Everything is from not identify with the non-identification itself. That is how you end the ending itself. Don't try to be liberated from anything or from the suffering. No need for that. Everything is from mind to mind itself. Everything. That is how it helped end the ending for you. So no more delusion in trying to be liberated from anything. Don't have any delusion in trying to attain enlightenment in the future. Everything is from not identify with the non-identification itself. No need to try to be liberated. That is the conclusion, the ending of all delusions. The delusion to try to be free from or be bound with anything. From not identify with the non-identification itself. That is all absolute liberation in there, right there. To not identify with the non-identification itself, you don't need to be free from anything or be bound with anything. It isn't identified even with the identification itself. That is the end of the ending itself. No need to try to be liberated from any suffering. No more. No need to be deluded in trying to attain enlightenment. These sentences end the ending for you, so you don't have any delusion in trying to attain enlightenment or nirvana anymore. The sentence cut, the cutting itself, it's not identified with the non-identification itself. It is my, even to my itself. It helps end the ending, cut the cutting for you. No need to try to be enlightened or be liberated in any way anymore. No need form any delusion in trying to abstain from anything. No more fixation in trying to attain enlightenment or nirvana. These sentences help you to have cessation, to reach absolute cessation and end on the cause of suffering for you. It is my, even to my itself. Everything is from my to my itself. No need for you to mind anything anymore in any way. My to my itself. No need to try to detach from anything. Just detach from the detachment itself. No more delusion in trying to detach from anything. Just detach from the detachment itself. Everything from not attached to the non-attachment itself. No more delusions. This is how I help you end the ending. Why are you still trying to find ways to end? My to myself. Remind yourself to help dissolve constantly. This to remind yourself to cut, and this reminder resolve itself. Use my to my itself to make conclusion constantly that it will help you come to the total cessation and that will break the cycle. Trying to be free from suffering, you are still stuck with the suffering because you're still trying, not cutting. So everything not identified with the non-identification itself, remind yourself constantly that it will help end the ending for you, stop the stopping for you. So you don't need to be deluded in trying to be free from any suffering anymore. So remind yourself, use the reminders that dissolve themselves in everything from my to myself, from not attached to the non-attachment itself. Those are the reminders that end in themselves. Everything is from my to myself, my to myself. That's how you end the ending, cut the cutting. It's not to end or cut anything. It's to end the ending itself, not to cut from anything, not even to cut the defilements, cut the cutting itself. Even the act of cutting still have desire in it. So cut the cutting itself. That is how you come to the ending. There's self in trying to cut, trying to stop. So only when you cut the cutting itself that there is no desire. It isn't about to cut or not to cut. There is a true cutting. Only when you cut without self, that is a true cutting. It isn't about refrain or not refrain from anything. That is a true refraining. Because there is no self. The true cutting is when there is no self to do the act. The true cutting is not to cut from anything. It is about to cut or not to cut. It isn't about might or not might. There is a true might. Might without a trace in being might. It isn't about to grasp or not grasping anything. That way it helps dissolve both grasping and non-grasping at once. It isn't anything in refrain or not refraining. It isn't about refraining or not refraining. It's true refraining when there is nothing in refraining from anything.
เกี่ยวกับไหมหรือไม่ไหมไปด้วยกันเลยทุกอย่างลูก
It isn't about mind.
จะว่างล้างช่วยกันไป
To mind itself.
ดับล้างช่วยกัน
Be that way. So help cleanse the samsara.
ไม่เกี่ยวทั้งเกี่ยวไม่เกี่ยว
It isn't about
เกี่ยวทั้งเกี่ยวแล้วไม่เกี่ยว
not identified or identified with anything.
ที่มันไม่เกี่ยวแม้กระทั่งตัวไม่เกี่ยวเอง
It isn't about even the non-identification itself.
ลายช่วยหลุดช่วยพระไม่เป็นไร
That
สองพระวัด
is how you help liberate the samsara simultaneously.
ทุกอย่างในสังสารวัฏนี้ในทุกกรณีกรรมเพศกรรม
All cases of karma in this samsara through speech, action, and thought, everything be forgiven.